The true heiress turned crimson upon our first encounter. I anticipated yet another spectacle of feigned identities and dramatic confrontations, when suddenly, a barrage of comments flooded in. The heroine is so overwhelmed by seeing her idol that she's on the verge of tears. Surely the supporting character doesn't think the heroine is some petty schemer? The heroine is actually the #1 fan of the supporting character. I furrowed my brow, and the true heiress before me stammered. Elder sister, I admire you so much. I thought to myself, what? Is the plotline spiraling into madness? While I was in the dressing room applying makeup, the door was suddenly thrust open. Lin Qi stormed in, flanked by a group of people, and confronted me. Lin Xiao, you are not the true heiress of the Lin family. Heiress the paternity test. See for yourself. The crowd was so taken aback that they momentarily froze, instinctively glancing our way. I quickly regained my composure. Having navigated the entertainment industry for so many years, I had witnessed my fair share of storms. Though my heart was startled, my demeanor remained unflappable. Lin Qi, this is my workplace, let's discuss this later. Lin Qi mocked disdainfully. Lin Xiao, what are you pretending for? You're merely an impostor without the Lin family. You are nothing. I couldn't help but chuckle. While others may be oblivious, he, as a member of the Lin family, ought to know better than anyone. My parents had employed every conceivable tactic to prevent me from entering the entertainment realm. Far from providing me with resources, they were more inclined to shove me back home to inherit the family business. Yet here was Lin Qi, the fool, flaunting his status as my cousin while wielding power in the corporation. He yanked a petite girl from behind him and thrust her into my view. Lin Xiao, open your eyes wide and see, this is the true heiress of the Lin family. You are nothing but a counterfeit. I cast a glance at the girl before me, and my heart already knew the answer. Her face bore an uncanny resemblance to my mother, as if they were sculpted from the same mold. She looked up at me, and her eyes glistened with tears. I couldn't help but frown. Is this where the confrontation begins? My previous role was in a script where the true heiress makes her return and ruthlessly confronts the green tea fake heiress. Is this theatrical performance to unfold in my real life? If the other party dares to strike against me, they shall not blame me for my lack of civility. Just as I was about to retaliate, a flurry of comments flashed above me. The protagonist is so moved by seeing her idol that she is on the verge of tears. Could the supporting actress possibly think that the protagonist is some petty green tea brawler? The protagonist is actually the #1 fan of the supporting actress. Protagonist and supporting actress? What new play is this? Lin Qi noticed the girl was unresponsive and gave her shoulder a gentle nudge. Yuwei, this is Lin Xiao, who has assumed your identity. Hurry up and make her leave. Have uncle and aunt seal her fate. So she cannot survive in the entertainment industry and taste the consequences of offending the Lin family. Sun Yuwei gazed at me with reddened eyes, her expression increasingly agitated. I couldn't help but frown. This girl was far more intense than I had anticipated. You are Sun Yuwei? Before I could utter a word, Lin Qi emphasized. You should call her Lin Yuwei. She is the true member of the Lin family. You are not worthy of the Lin surname. You should be called Sunday. The originally tearful Lin Yuwei suddenly turned cold, glancing at Lin Qi with fury. Just because you're silent doesn't mean you're mute. I was taken aback, and Lin Qi was rendered speechless. The seemingly delicate girl displayed remarkable assertiveness. It seems Lin Qi is indeed a universally disliked individual. Shortly thereafter, Lin Yuwei's gaze fell upon me. Just when I thought a confrontation was imminent, she blushed and stammered, Sister, I really like you. Too, Has the plot suddenly taken a bizarre turn? Before I could regain my composure, the comments erupted once more. The protagonist is so brave, making a confession already. Why is the supporting actress still dazed? Does she still plan to compete with the protagonist? Chosen supporting actress, utterly without hope. Exactly, supporting actress. I implore you, do not engage in conflict with the protagonist. If you merely offered her a smile, she could have Lin Qi's head twisted off and presented to you. I scrutinized Lin Yuwei with suspicion, hesitating slightly as I forced a smile. Lin Yuwei's eyes instantly lit up. Sister, are you smiling at me? If I said my lips merely twitched, would she believe me? Seeing me nod, Lin Yuwei joyfully produced her phone, clasping her hands in a pleading manner. Sister, can we take a picture together? Just one. I promise to add all the beauty filters. It will be just you. I found myself inexplicably amused. This girl seemed rather endearing. All right. Upon receiving my consent, Lin Yuwei immediately leaned in, took a polite photo, and swiftly pulled back, fearful of displeasing me. Perhaps to ease the tension, her manager brought over several of my photos to hand to Lin Yuwei. Thank you for liking our Xiao Xiao. Lin Yuwei happily accepted them. I suddenly frowned and spoke up. Wait. 3. Lin Yuwei's eyes glistened with a hint of red. Sister, I'm sorry. I'll return this to you immediately. The comments grew frantic. Is the supporting actress looking down on the protagonist? Supporting actress, please refrain from spewing venom. If you hurt the protagonist's feelings, no one will speak up for you in the future. It's over. The supporting actress is genuinely going to be sold to Myanmar as a bunny girl. Why would I be sold to Myanmar as a bunny girl? Even if I hadn't lived with the Lin family, my flourishing career in the entertainment industry would surely promise a colorful future. Moreover, I had no intention of disparaging Lin Yuwei. After retrieving the photos, I extracted the last 2 and signed my name on the front one, handing it to her. These 2 are still under wraps as they are from the set. I'll take them back for now. I'll give them to you next time if the opportunity arises. Here's the signed one for you. Lin Yuwei nodded vigorously. I subtly assessed her manager beside me. Surely she knew these 2 were set photos. Would she just hand them to Lin Yuwei? If they were leaked, how would we account for that? Would there be conflict between Lin Yuwei and me? But she is my manager. If I encounter trouble, what benefit would that bring her? As I pondered, the comments went wild again. What has happened to the supporting actress? She suddenly seems so clever. Has she uncovered the manager's scheme? The supporting actress's glare is so fierce. Can she team up with the protagonist? I want to ship that. What do the comments mean? Is there truly something amiss with my manager? Lin Qi suddenly resurrected. Lin Xiao, who do you think you are? What is so special about your 2 measly photos? You want them back? You arrogant actress. Who do you think you are? His tongue is truly foul. It needs to be silenced. Just as I was searching for something suitable to shut Lin Qi up, Lin Yuwei suddenly sprang forward. Without a second thought, she slapped Lin Qi. Who gave you permission to speak to Sister Lin Xiao like that? Everyone was stunned. But it didn't end there. Lin Yuwei then seized Lin Qi by the collar and shoved him right in front of me. Apologized to Xiao Xiao. I cast a cold gaze at Lin Qi, who was seething with rage. Lin Yuwei, I am helping you. This imposter Lin Xiao has taken your place. You're defending her? Have you lost your mind? No sooner had he finished speaking than Lin Yuwei leapt up and delivered a powerful blow. Still being stubborn? I'll knock you out, you filthy, toothless dung beetle. This girl is truly fierce. Lin Qi clutched his head, yelling that he would hit Lin Yuwei. The bodyguards who had entered with her immediately stepped forward. Their imposing presence diminished Lin Qi's bravado. Lin Qi angrily waved his hand. Idiot, I won't deal with you anymore. Just wait to be devoured whole. After Lin Qi left, Lin Yuwei looked at me, her face flushed with excitement. Sister, will I really be devoured whole? 4. Watching the stagehand at the door for a long time, clearly anxious to avoid internal injuries, I said, You may leave. Do not hinder my work. Lin Yuwei's head instantly drooped. The comments erupted again. What a mouth the supporting actress has. Who can silence her venom? The protagonist is too sensitive. Who can blame her for being accustomed to disdain from a young age? A tragic tale of her original family. Was Lin Yuwei abused by her original family since childhood? Does that imply that the suffering she endured was in part for my sake? Reflecting on this, I altered the words that had been on the tip of my tongue. The next scene involves explosive shots. Having anyone present could affect my performance. Lin Yuwei immediately perked up again. All right, sister, I will clear the area for you. I promise no one will disturb you. Good luck, sister. See you next time. As I watched her retreating figure, I contemplated for a moment. Perhaps the true heiress is not here to engage in conflict with me. 5. Upon returning from the filming site, I did not return to the Lin family. On the way, I learned about the circumstances of the past. There was no melodramatic scheme of a swapped daughter, nor was it a malevolent plot. The exchange between Lin Yuwei and me was purely coincidental. Both of us were born on the same day during a massive earthquake, which threw the hospital into chaos. The hospital's management back then was not as stringent as it is now, and an accident could easily occur. I instructed the driver to take me to the Sun family, my biological parents. Unlike the grand villa of the Lin family, the Sun family's home was in a modest neighborhood, the entire apartment not even as large as a single bathroom in the Lin residence. Hearing the commotion, Sun Ma, Lu Yumei, emerged with a noodle-head hairstyle. Upon seeing me, she paused for a moment, then broke into a bright smile. Is that Lin Xiao? No, we should call you Sun Xiao. I spoke calmly. I'm afraid I have no intention of changing my name for the time being, as I have numerous contracts associated with it, and a name change would have significant repercussions. The once enthusiastic expression on my face instantly fell, and I turned to shout into the house. Old Sun, your superstar daughter has arrived. A frown involuntarily creased my brow as I wondered if I had offended my biological parents upon entering. Lin Yuwei seems to possess a rather sensitive disposition. Could it be that they, like Lin Yuwei, are overly sensitive and perceive my feelings as disdain towards them? Just as I was lost in my thoughts, the barrage of comments surged with excitement. The despicable parents of the supporting character have finally made their appearance. There's an overwhelming sense of helplessness. I wish I could slap them. As my biological father, Sun Jingxiang, stepped outside, the comments erupted in a frenzy. Here comes the troublemaker Lao Deng. Damn that Lao Deng. He's the one who ruined the supporting character. Someone slap him quickly. Let us get rid of this Lao Deng. Why is there such animosity directed at my biological parents? Sun Jingxiang squinted at me, a peculiar smile lurking in his eyes. Xiao. Your father and mother have missed you dearly. We never imagined we had been mistaken for so many years, raising someone else's daughter. That girl Yuwei. Before he could finish, he was sharply interrupted by Sun Ma. Why mention that ingrate? After all these years in a wealthy family, she doesn't even think about us. We raised her for 20 years for nothing. Xiao, you wouldn't consider abandoning us, would you? Faced with Sun Ma's earnest inquiry, I spoke calmly. You are my biological parents, and I have a duty to provide for you. If necessary, I will offer assistance within the bounds of the law, but no more than 5,000 a month. Lu Yumei spends her days playing mahjong at home, while Sun Jingxiang occasionally drives for a ride-hailing service to earn some pocket money, with the remainder relying entirely on Lin Yuwei's continuous labor to support them. It is fair to say their very existence hinges on Lin Yuwei's efforts. Yet they have the audacity to label her an ingrate? Upon hearing this, Sun Ma's face fell, and her voice rose an octave. With your stardom, you can only provide 5,000? Is that insufficient? Then don't take it. Before I could voice my thoughts, Sun Ba interjected, chastising Sun Ma. The child has just returned, and you're already asking for money? Hurry and buy some groceries. Make something delicious for Xiao tonight, do you hear me? Sun Ma turned to leave, and although I initially intended to depart, I found myself unable to resist Sun Ba's enthusiasm and stayed. That evening, Sun Ma prepared an extravagant feast, and Sun Ba specially served me a bowl of chicken soup. Xiao, your mother is an expert at making soup. Drink it while it's hot. They warmly offered me dishes, yet I could discern the ulterior motives hidden in their gazes. A wave of nausea washed over me. Having navigated the entertainment industry for so many years, I was acutely aware of genuine emotions versus mere theatrics. My disgust mirrored that of the barrage. Here comes the toxic soup. Once the supporting character drinks it, Lao Deng will take photos and threaten her into becoming their financial tool. That vile Lao Deng. How can he be so wicked? I have heard of many underhanded tactics in the entertainment realm, but witnessing biological parents resort to drugging their child and using photographs as leverage was beyond my experience. Could it be that the Sun couple was truly this malevolent? I placed the chicken soup in front of Sun Jingxiang. It's a bit oily. Sun Ma retorted sharply, such a drama queen. Sun Jingxiang immediately countered. It's tough for a female star to maintain her figure. Xiao, here is a vegetable salad. You should have some. I could tell he was trying to curry favor with me, though perhaps not as sinister as the barrage suggested. Xiao, your mother worked hard to prepare this feast. You wouldn't dare to leave it untouched, would you? Is it because we lack the capabilities of the Lin family that you look down on us? This remark tugged at the heartstrings. The comments claimed the soup was poisoned. I chose not to drink it, and after a few bites of vegetables, I decided to leave. Firm in my resolve, I ate a small bowl of vegetable salad before putting down the bowl. Sun Jingxiang beamed widely. Xiao, you truly are a good daughter. Eat a little more, just a bit more. His grin sent chills down my spine. After a moment of distraction from the barrage, I glanced up again, and the comments were in a frenzy. It's over. The supporting character is doomed. There's no saving her now. She's about to turn dark. I found it peculiar and scrolled back through the previous comments. The supporting character, even the salad has been laced with drugs. Trust me, I know. Can someone say it faster? The supporting character has already eaten half a bowl. Sensing something awry, I rose to leave. Sun Jingxiang firmly grasped my hand. Xiao, don't rush off. Let us talk a bit longer. I forcefully shook off his grip and headed toward the restroom. All right, I'll head to the restroom first. Once inside, I promptly locked the door and prepared to call the police. Yet, as I pulled out my phone, I was stunned. Why was it a model phone? Outside. Urgent knocking echoed, accompanied by the anxious voices of Sun Ma and Sun Jingxiang. Xiao, you've been in there for quite a while. Are you coming out? Do you need Mom to help you? My head grew increasingly dizzy, and the situation became more dire. I scanned the restroom. There were no windows, leaving me with no escape. As the sound of the door being forced open approached, the barrage erupted once more. Sun Ma is coming with the key. The supporting character is truly finished this time. With those photographs, that old Deng can threaten the supporting character to accompany the benefactor, and then drug her to take her virginity. Poor heroine, destined to embark on the path of debauchery, ultimately succumbing to darkness. My heart raced with urgency as I prepared to burst out and fight for my life. In that moment, a low-heat comment caught my attention, and I instantly saw a glimmer of hope. 8. The comment read, "Hang in there, supporting character. There are still 30 minutes until the heroine arrives at the battlefield." If the barrage was truthful, I merely needed to endure for another half-hour to be rescued. I meticulously searched the restroom, finding a bottle of toilet cleaner and a can of hairspray. A resounding crash echoed as the door was pushed open. Sun Jingxiang and his wife stood at the threshold, their eyes filled with malice, glaring at me. I remained vigilant, my hands stealthily preparing my defenses behind my back. "What do you want?" Sun Jingxiang glared coldly at me. "You think you can hide in the restroom and we won't find a way to get you out? Soon enough, you'll be begging on your knees." He lunged at me with outstretched arms. I kicked fiercely, aiming for his groin. Perhaps he hadn't expected me to fight back. I struck him squarely, causing him to double over in agony. "Wife, finish off this little wretch." Lin Yuwei brandished a hammer, swinging it towards me, but I swiftly pulled out the hairspray and sprayed it directly in her face. She screamed in pain, clutching her face. Seizing the opportunity, I pushed past them and bolted for the exit. I yanked on the door, only to discover it was locked from the outside, no matter how much I strained. It wouldn't budge. Behind me, sounds of commotion grew louder, and my head spun. With no choice but to abandon the door, I hastily pushed open a nearby room to hide. Minutes passed, enough time for the couple to regain their composure and attempt to pounce on me once more. Outside the door, I could hear them banging frantically. My heart raced to my throat. Yet, I lacked the strength to stand, collapsing despondently against the door, using my last ounce of energy to brace myself against it. Sun Jingxiang's taunts echoed continuously. "You little wretch, hurry up and open the door, or I'll deal with you." With a thunderous bang, the wooden door splintered under his assault. Soon, the door was utterly demolished. The couple gazed down at me, powerless and sprawled on the floor, their faces twisted into malevolent smiles. Sun Jingxiang stepped forward, yanking my hair to lift me, a sharp blade pressed against my cheek. "Humph. Little wretch. Run now, why don't you?" He swung his hand, delivering a vicious slap to my face. I found myself prostrate on the ground, yet Sun Jingxiang showed no intention of relenting. He grasped my hair, intent on inflicting further harm. At that moment, a resounding cry pierced through the tension. "Stop!" The furious shout startled Sun Jingxiang, causing him to instinctively turn around. Lin Yuwei hurriedly approached, flanked by 2 bodyguards. She cautiously helped me to my feet, tears cascading down her cheeks like a torrential downpour. "Lin Xiao, are you all right?" I shook my head, my voice barely a whisper. "Call the police and take me to the hospital." "All right," she replied, supporting me as I stood. Lin Yuwei positioned herself in front of us, her fierce gaze fixed on Lin Yuwei. "You ungrateful wretch. After all I've done for you, you dare to sabotage me? Put her down, or I will end you." At the mere motion of her hand, Lin Yuwei instinctively recoiled in fear. Sun Jingxiang kicked towards Lin Yuwei without hesitation. Terrified, she gazed at the 2 men and timidly spoke, "You can't treat Lin Xiao this way." Sun Jingxiang scoffed dismissively, "This is none of your business. If you truly cared for me, you would return to your wealthy father and procure a few million for me to spend." I found Lin Yuwei's unusual behavior perplexing. Hastily, I glanced at the barrage of comments, seeking clarity. The comments read, "What's wrong with the female lead? Why is she so timid around her adoptive parents? Clearly, you haven't been following the series. The female lead has suffered severe abuse from these 2 since childhood, leading to significant psychological trauma. The female antagonist is her beacon of hope." Did I do something? How did I become Lin Yuwei's beacon of hope? For self-preservation and for Lin Yuwei's sake, I grasped her hand firmly, locking my gaze with hers. "Yuwei, do not be afraid. They are not your parents and have no right to preach to you or bully you." A glimmer of realization sparked in Lin Yuwei's eyes. "Yes, they are not my parents and have no right to treat me this way." I nodded in agreement. "And do not forget, you have 2 bodyguards. It will be easy for them to force these 2 to back down." Lin Yuwei regained her composure and commanded the bodyguards, "Arrest them. They are not to leave before the police arrive." With her orders given, the bodyguards swiftly intervened. Sun Jingxiang continued to curse and struggle, but his feeble resistance was no match for the professional bodyguards. The two men were pinned to the ground. Lin Yuwei called for an ambulance on my behalf. The moment the medical personnel arrived, I could no longer hold on and succumbed to unconsciousness. When I next opened my eyes, I found myself in a hospital room. Numerous faces surrounded me, including Lin Yuwei and her parents. Lin's mother gazed at me with tears streaming down her face. "Xiao Xiao, you're finally awake. You frightened your mother to death." Instinctively, I glanced at Lin Yuwei. Noticing her unchanging expression, I felt a sense of relief and spoke to comfort Lin's mother.
"Mom,
"I'm fine. Please do not worry." Lin's mother reproached me gently, lamenting that I did not inform them before going to the Sun family, which led to such a terrible incident. Lin's father condemned the Sun couple as inhumane. Lin Yuwei lowered her head in distress, prompting me to tug at Lin's father's sleeve, signaling him to cease his reproach. "Dad, let the police handle this." He nodded in agreement, and my gaze shifted back to Lin Yuwei. "Yuwei, thank you for saving me. But how did you know I was in danger?" Lin Yuwei replied softly. "The driver mentioned you wouldn't be back tonight. And my parents suggested you might have gone to the Sun family. I know them well. They have always been terrible people, attempting to sell me off for a bride price multiple times. I fear they might do the same to you, so I rushed over, not expecting to find you in such peril." I was taken aback. "Do you not resent me? After all, I've stolen your life from you." Had it not been for the unfortunate exchange, Lin Yuwei would have been a privileged heiress born with a silver spoon. The suffering she now endured was originally meant for me. I had taken away her happiness. Lin Yuwei smiled faintly. "That was an accident. We can only blame fate." Her magnanimity surprised me. Considering her perspective, I realized I might not have been able to be so forgiving. Just as I was about to speak, hurried footsteps echoed from the doorway. My manager, Zhou Li, appeared in a flustered state. "Xiao Xiao, are you alright?" I was terrified when I heard about your incident. As my manager, she was the last to arrive at the hospital after my misfortune, a clear dereliction of duty. I regarded Zhou Li with a cold smile. As she sensed my gaze, her expression became awkward, and she began to apologize. "Xiao Xiao, the company has been incredibly busy. It was my fault for not arriving sooner. I'm so sorry, please allow me to make amends." I rolled my eyes in disdain. "Forget it." Thankfully, Yuwei arrived just in time. "By the way, my phone." Before I could finish, she burst into tears. "I'm so sorry, Xiao Xiao. It was my oversight. The brand wanted you to endorse their new phone and sent a model over, but in the rush this afternoon, I mistakenly took the wrong one. All this trouble is my fault. Would it be acceptable if I knelt to apologize?" After a moment of silence, I did not prompt her against kneeling. A hint of embarrassment flashed across Zhou Li's face as she reluctantly bent down. Lin's mother could no longer bear to watch and helped her up. "It's all right. You didn't do it on purpose." Zhou Li looked at me with pleading eyes. "Auntie, I'm afraid Xiao Xiao won't forgive me." I smiled gently. "How could I? You've been with me for so many years. We're like sisters. I could never hold a trivial matter against you." Reassured by my words, Zhou Li finally smiled. "Xiao Xiao, you're so kind. You're also my good sister." The comment section erupted in chaos. Is the supporting actress out of her mind? How can she believe such an obvious lie? The director wouldn't allow it. Who told her she was the supporting role? Aren't the audience's brains functioning? This manager clearly has issues. And the supporting actress believes her. No wonder the ending has her sold for organ trafficking in northern Myanmar. Utterly, hopelessly foolish. I calmly perused the comments before addressing Zhou Li. "I would like an Americano." Zhou Li immediately responded. "I'll go buy it right away. I know your favorite flavors." With Lin's parents preoccupied with their business, I suggested they return home. In the hospital room, only Lin Yuwei and I remained. Sensing her gaze upon me, I turned to her. "Do you have something you wish to discuss?" Noticing her hesitation, I reassured her. "Please feel free to speak." "I won't mind." Lin Yuwei murmured. "I think your manager is quite incompetent. This has happened several times. In this industry, we fear managers who do not prioritize the safety of their artists. You really need to have a serious talk with her." "Indeed."
I nodded. I am aware.
"You need not worry." She playfully stuck out her tongue. "Please don't think I'm meddling. I merely worry for your safety." I leaned in, wrapping my arms around her shoulders, resting my chin gently on her shoulder. "Yuwei, thank you." I quickly released her. She lowered her head. a rosy hue spreading from her cheeks to her ears, her voice trembling as she spoke. Xiao Xiao, you are truly wonderful. I stared at Lin Yuwei in confusion as she slightly blushed, saying, Xiao Xiao, you are such a popular star. I never expected you to be so approachable. I smiled. Stars are merely human, and since we are now friends, there is no need for such formality, I remarked. Upon hearing my words, Lin Yuwei's eyes sparkled with excitement. Xiao Xiao, I have always admired you. I have watched every drama you starred in, and I often fantasized about the day I could obtain your autograph. I never imagined that I would actually have the opportunity to befriend you. Her sincerity was palpable, her eyes shone brightly, devoid of any flattery. Remembering the tribulations she endured at the Sun family, I could not help but offer a word of caution. You have just returned to the Lin family. Your parents must be treating you exceptionally well. They are kind-hearted, but there are always a few rotten apples in the bunch. Before I could finish my sentence, Lin Yuwei interrupted. Are you referring to Lin Qi? I frowned, a sense of concern washing over me. How do you know? Has he done something to you? Lin Yuwei shook her head. No, he has merely been stirring up trouble, trying to pit me against you. I sense he is not a good person. To my surprise, this girl was quite astute. It appeared she was only confused regarding the matters with the Sun family. Just be vigilant. With your parents protecting you, he will not dare to harm you. The Lin group is financially robust, but all this wealth was earned through the hard work of Lin's father and mother. Seeing that they have only one daughter, Lin Qi harbored malicious intentions. Regardless of whether I am a legitimate daughter of the Lin family, Lin's father and mother have cared for me meticulously over the years. I will not allow Lin Qi to usurp their hard-earned legacy. After lying in bed for 3 days, I was finally able to be discharged. As I stepped out of the exclusive elevator, I unexpectedly collided with Lin Yuwei, who was hurrying towards me. Come with me. I smiled and waved my hand. There's no need for that. My car is waiting for me in the garage. Lin Yuwei looked at me with grave seriousness. You cannot go. I frowned. Why not? Lin Yuwei handed me her phone. Xiao Xiao, look. On the screen was a video of the Sun couple lamenting in front of the camera. Our daughter is a big star, yet she despises us for being poor. Not only does she deny us, but she even has us imprisoned. Are there any parents in the world worse off than us? This video was trending, already climbing to the top 3 in search results, with comments soaring into the thousands. Countless uninformed netizens hurled insults, while some were fanning the flames from behind the scenes. I frowned and returned the phone to Lin Yuwei. Wasn't there a 15-day detention? Lin Yuwei looked at me apologetically. I forgot to have my parents keep an eye on Lin Qi. He secretly paid the bail for the Sun family, allowing them to be released early. Lin Qi again. I had thought that by voluntarily distancing myself from the Lin family, I would no longer have any entanglements with him. I never expected this shameless person to continue opposing me. Yuwei, this is not your fault. Let's go. Such a significant news event, yet I had received no notification, indicating that my assistant had likely been bribed. Lin Yuwei beamed with joy. Xiao Xiao, I am so glad you trust me. I have arranged for a car to ensure your safety. I donned the hat Lin Yuwei had prepared for me and followed her out. As soon as I got into the car, the barrage of comments in front of me erupted once again. Why does it feel like the supporting character has become smarter? She's starting to believe the protagonist. Believe the protagonist and gain eternal life. Is the supporting character going to change her fate? If she is willing to believe the protagonist, not only can she change her fate, she could even take on the role of the protagonist herself. Can believing Lin Yuwei truly alter my destiny? As I settled into the Lin family car, my assistant called. Sister Xiao Xiao, why haven't you arrived yet? I replied, my parents asked Yuwei to pick me up for dinner. There's no need to wait for me. No sooner had I ended the call with my assistant than my manager, Zhou Li, called me. The moment I answered, her eager voice reached my ears. Xiao Xiao, there is a serious issue. Your biological parents are accusing you online of abandoning them, and the situation has escalated significantly. The brand representatives are already putting pressure on us. I responded calmly. Has the company not initiated the emergency public relations plan? Perhaps taken aback by my composure, Zhou Li paused before responding. It has begun. Do you want to come to the company now? We can develop a plan together. I glanced at Lin Yuwei beside me. Seeing her nod, I replied, all right, I will come over now. Zhou Li's relief was evident. Make sure to enter through the east gate. I will have security meet you. As the car halted at the east gate, a throng of reporters surged towards us. I opened the door and stepped out with poise, immediately surrounded by a flurry of cameras and microphones. Lin Xiao Xiao, is it true that you abandoned your parents? Lin Xiao Xiao, Did you intentionally frame your biological parents to establish your image as a wealthy heiress, leading them to prison? Did you know from a young age that you were not a genuine heiress, and was the swap intentional? The questions from the reporters were increasingly pointed, indicating that someone was orchestrating this from behind the scenes. Before I could respond, the Sun couple rushed forward, tears streaming down their faces. Lin Yuwei quickly knelt before me. Xiao, I know our family's poverty has embarrassed you. I do not ask for your kindness or support. I only beg you, for the sake of my 10 months of pregnancy, to spare me from imprisonment. Sun Jingxiang joined in, pleading, Xiao, I do not want to go to jail. Please let us off the hook. Hearing the Sun couple's accusations, the crowd's outrage surged, and voices condemning me grew louder. A flicker of satisfaction crossed the faces of the Sun couple. The barrage of comments before me intensified. Is the supporting character foolish? Knowing there is a problem, she still comes, purely seeking death. Mammary gland hyperplasia is brought on by such anger. I have never seen a more foolish supporting character. If she were clever, could she even be a supporting character? I signaled the reporters to part, then turned and led Lin Yuwei down from the car. Dear media friends, I understand that many of you are curious about my background. This is Lin Yuwei, who has also been involved in this life swap. We will soon hold a press conference to clarify the situation for everyone. Interested parties, please proceed to the second-floor conference hall. The crowd was clearly taken aback by my unexpected move. Noting their confusion, I guided Lin Yuwei through the throng and towards the company, not sparing a glance at the Sun couple. Upon entering the company, Zhou, who had been delayed, promptly appeared with the security team. Zhou looked at me apologetically. Xiao, I did not anticipate that these reporters would be so cunning, sending people to stake out the East Gate. I smiled faintly, remaining silent. She continued, why did you arrange a press conference without consulting me? What do you intend to say at the press conference? I paused, casting her a glance. If I had consulted you, would you have been able to handle it? Zhou, your recent performance has compelled me to question everyone's doubts. Perhaps you truly did climb to your current position through my connections. Panic flickered across Zhou Li's face as she hurriedly attempted to explain. Xiao, please listen to me. The reporters are waiting. We can discuss this later. I brushed past Zhou Li, taking Lin Yuwei's hand as we left. I had known Zhou Li when she was merely an assistant to a female star. Back then, she endured considerable exploitation, receiving meager pay, and often being subjected to various forms of mistreatment. Recognizing her resilience, I decided to lend her a hand, defying the odds to bring her alongside me as my assistant, eventually supporting her rise to become my manager. It can be said that without me, there would be no present-day Zhou Li. Yet, she has disappointed me profoundly. 15. Just before I took the stage, the couple from the Sun family approached me voluntarily. Sun Jingxiang, brimming with arrogance, declared Lin Xiao, with a single word, I can send you to hell. Conversely, with another word, I can elevate you. Do you believe me? I suppressed my revulsion and feigned panic as I responded. What do you want? State your terms. Sun Jingxiang lowered his voice. 10 million. If you are willing to pay, I will cooperate with whatever you say on stage. Lin Yuwei nodded in agreement beside him. Yes, just 10 million. I couldn't help but laugh, scrutinizing Sun Jingxiang from head to toe. Is there no mirror at home? Perhaps you need to relieve yourself and take a good look. Who do you think you are? With that, I brushed past them toward the stage. Standing at the center of the stage, I faced the throng of media with composure. Hello everyone, I am Lin Xiao. First and foremost, I acknowledge that Sun Jingxiang and his wife are indeed my biological parents, a fact I only recently discovered. However, their accusations of me abandoning them and coercing them into imprisonment are entirely false. I displayed the police report on the large screen, which clearly documented the couple's crimes, including their drugging and threats against me, along with the hospital's test results and injury reports. The Sun couple was taken aback by the completeness of the evidence I had gathered and were utterly unprepared for its public revelation. They stood frozen, and Lin Yuwei ceased her wailing, while Sun Jingxiang's face darkened like a pot bottom. Sun Jingxiang quickly regained his composure and leapt up to accuse me. This is all slander. She is a big star. It's easy for her to target us common folk. She simply despises our poverty and wishes to remain within the wealthy Lin family. Do not believe her. Lin Yuwei chimed in. Who else could prove that we harmed her? Without evidence, isn't this just slander? Sun Jingxiang and Lin Yuwei displayed commendable acting skills, convincing a portion of the crowd. Just as the tide seemed to turn against me, a melodious voice rang out from behind. I can testify. Lin Yuwei stepped forward with resolute strides to stand beside me. Hello everyone, I am Lin Yuwei. Sun Jingxiang and his wife are my adoptive parents. No one knows better than I how vile they are. When I was 18, they forced me to drop out of school, intending to sell me off to the countryside to marry a fool for a bride price. For money, they would do anything. The audience gasped in shock, whispers circulating throughout the room. Lin Yuwei, incensed, began to scream, "You're talking nonsense. Stop slandering me." Lin Yuwei did not hold back, presenting her evidence. She recounted how she had been coerced into marrying a fool and had nearly taken her own life in despair, only to be saved by a kind-hearted individual, with the media later covering the story. After the incident escalated, the community committee and local authorities intervened to persuade the Sun couple, allowing Lin Yuwei to escape her fate. All of this was documented online. Lin Yuwei revealed videos and evidence of her abuse throughout her childhood. She gazed at the audience with steely determination and declared, "Not everyone is fit to be a parent. Some are simply unworthy." Lin Yuwei emerged as the greatest victim in this child exchange debacle. While others might fabricate lies against me, she would not. The barrage of comments on the screen exploded again. The supporting female lead has truly become smarter. Her role has expanded. Is she poised to change her fate and become the heroine? There's no theme of female solidarity without competition. This is exhilarating. With Lin Yuwei's testimony, public opinion swiftly turned in my favor. The Sun couple became the targets of widespread disdain. The cacophony of condemnation grew louder, and the Sun couple fled in disgrace. They sought to use public opinion to undermine me, but now that they had faltered, they could only await their downfall. Zhou smiled and gestured to me, whispering, "Xiao Xiao, you were incredible." This public relations spectacle was utterly flawless. I chuckled lightly, "Don't be hasty. The best is yet to come. Just wait and see." 16. I returned to the center of the stage, addressing the microphone to announce another significant matter. I hereby declare the termination of all labor contracts with my manager, Zhou. From this moment forward, she will no longer serve as my manager, nor will she be an employee of our entertainment company. Zhou stared at me in disbelief before rushing to my side. "Lin Xiao, what nonsense are you spouting? On what grounds do you dismiss me?" I fixed her with a cold, unyielding stare. Sensing her unease and her reluctance to meet my gaze, I continued, "Since you refuse to relent, I shall clarify things for you. Zhou, did you think I was unaware of your clandestine operations, profiting from my resources while evading taxes and cooking the books?" Zhou's face turned ashen in an instant. However, she quickly composed herself, turning to plead with me, "Xiao Xiao, this is all a misunderstanding. We are good sisters. Let us finish the press conference, and I will explain everything afterward, all right?" I bypassed Zhou, directing my gaze to the space behind her. "It's too late. Your ride has arrived." Zhou instinctively turned around. Several uniformed law enforcement officers stood behind her.
Zhou,
"We have received a formal report regarding your alleged tax evasion and misappropriation of company assets. Please accompany us." Zhou collapsed onto the ground in shock. I slowly crouched down, assisting her to her feet while whispering in her ear, "Care to guess how I learned of this? The Lin family would never abandon me. Lin Qi is far more astute than you realize." Zhou's eyes reddened instantly. She seethed, "That wretched man. I will never let him off the hook." Watching Zhou being led away, I gently curved my lips into a smile. This was as it should be. Tear him apart. Do not let that scoundrel escape. The comments surged with excitement. The supporting female lead is absolutely stunning. The heroine looks at the supporting female lead with starry eyes. Indeed, there's an inexplicable chemistry between them. I cast a glance at Lin Yuwei, noticing the unmistakable sparkle in her eyes as she looked at me. A jolt of surprise coursed through me. Could it be that the comments were striking a chord of truth? 17. The press conference was a resounding success, with the Sun couple being mercilessly criticized online. Justice-seeking netizens fervently dug up their sordid pasts, exposing Lin Yuwei's cheating at mahjong and Sun Jingxiang's lewd behavior towards the neighbor's daughter. At this rate, it wouldn't be long before these two miscreants found themselves incarcerated. Lin Yuwei, elated, insisted on treating me to a meal. I nodded in agreement. "You go wait in the garage. I'll retrieve my things and join you shortly." With Zhou abruptly taken away, I needed to copy some documents from her computer. Lin Yuwei waved at me obediently. I swiftly completed my tasks and returned to our designated meeting spot, but after waiting several minutes without her arrival and unable to reach her by phone, I began to worry that Lin Yuwei had encountered an urgent matter. Suddenly, recalling the comments, I looked up and saw, "The heroine is so pitiful, taking the fall for the supporting female lead. That person is a madman. The heroine won't be harmed, will she?" Sensing something amiss, I quickly scrolled through the comments and indeed found a clue. Lin Yuwei had been kidnapped by Lin Qi. I immediately pulled out my phone to call the police. However, I had no tangible evidence, and aside from myself, no one else could see the comments on the screen. The police merely stated they would verify the information but did not provide me with any results. After hanging up, I was filled with anxiety. I could not simply sit idly by. I had to act swiftly to rescue Lin Yuwei to minimize her risk of danger. Thus, I shouted towards the front. "Can you assist me? Please, tell me where Lin Qi has taken Lin Yuwei?" After my outburst, I hastily interacted with the barrage of comments. Why has the female supporting character suddenly gone mute? Why not save the female lead instead of performing for the air? Has the female supporting character's acting skills deteriorated again? After several attempts, I finally comprehended the situation. I could only view the comments, yet I was unable to communicate with them. The rescue of Lin Yuwei rested solely upon my shoulders. I promptly dialed the Lin family's parents. Soon, I received a valuable lead. Lin Qi had recently purchased a villa. If Lin Yuwei had been taken by him, it was most likely that she was being held in this very villa. They would swiftly arrange for someone to investigate the matter. Upon obtaining the address, I, accompanied by the company's security, hurried to the villa without delay. Upon arrival, Lin Qi opened the door, his expression one of surprise. "Lin Xiao, what are you doing here?" I glared at him with cold fury. "Stop pretending and hand Yuwei over." He frowned, staring at me. "If you're sick, go get treated. This is my home. Why would I fetch Lin Yuwei for you?" I had no desire to waste words with him and signaled to the security behind me to take action. Even if it meant forcibly entering, I was determined to bring her back. Although the comments could not converse with me, they had never lied throughout this time. This indicated that Lin Qi must indeed be the one who had taken Lin Yuwei. However, I had not anticipated that Lin Qi was already prepared. He casually waved his hand, and a dozen trained bodyguards surged forth, encircling us completely. The security I had hastily summoned was no match for them. Lin Qi looked at me with smug satisfaction. "Did you think you were the Lin family's precious daughter? How dare you provoke me? Are you tired of living?"
Attack.
The bodyguards charged, and the security beside me crouched down, clutching their heads, abandoning all resistance. Lin Qi declared triumphantly, "Lin Xiao, it's not too late for you to kneel and apologize. Kneel or not." Seeing my lack of reaction, he reached out to grab me. I swiftly slapped his hand away, infuriating him to the point of aggression.
Suddenly stop.
Upon seeing the newcomers, Lin Qi hastily withdrew, his demeanor transforming completely. "Uncle and aunt, what brings you here?" Lin Yuwei's parents had arrived, flanked by 2 teams of bodyguards, exuding an imposing presence. Noticing Lin father's grim expression, Lin Qi quickly began to explain. "Uncle, Lin Xiao is getting increasingly outrageous. I was peacefully sleeping at home, and she brought people to trouble me." Lin father inquired about Lin Yuwei's whereabouts. Lin Qi feigned innocence, attempting to frame me in the process. "What Yuwei? I was just at home sleeping. I haven't seen her at all." "Uncle, you can't listen to Lin Zhao's nonsense. She was cast out by the Lin family and is unwilling to accept it. She might even be the one harming Yuwei." I suspected Lin Qi was deliberately stalling for time. Not wanting to explain further, I led my team directly inside. With Lin Yuwei's parents present, Lin Qi dared not obstruct me. However, my people searched the villa inside and out, even the basement on the first level, yet there was no sign of Lin Yuwei. Lin Qi looked at me with glee. "Uncle, I told you I was innocent. Lin Xiao is just trying to stir up trouble. You've all been deceived by her." Lin father and Lin mother furrowed their brows at me, their eyes filled with confusion. Lin mother gently asked, Xiao, what exactly is going on? Do you have evidence that Lin Qi has kidnapped Yuwei?" Aside from the barrage of comments, I had nothing. Fearful that Lin Yuwei might come to harm because of me, I was anxious yet speechless. The comments floated by once more. Are these bodyguards blind? There's a huge dog cage in the backyard, and they didn't even glance at it after 3 searches? Who would have thought the male supporting character would be so vile? Drugging the female lead and locking her in a dog cage? It's over. The female lead is done for. I turned to look, and indeed, behind the garden in the backyard, there was a wooden doghouse. Sensing my gaze, Lin Qi appeared somewhat flustered. Was he eager to shoo me away? I pushed past and dashed toward the backyard. Lin Qi quickly caught up, attempting to grab me, but I deftly evaded his grasp. The doghouse was locked, and through the gaps in the wood, I could faintly perceive a figure inside. I gestured to the security. "Break this lock for me." Lin Qi's bodyguards immediately moved to stop me. I shouted loudly to Lin father and Lin mother, Yuwei is right here. Hurry and save her. Lin father waved his hand, and all the Lin family bodyguards sprang into action. Soon, Lin Qi's bodyguards were subdued. Realizing something was amiss, Lin Qi turned to flee. I had been watching his every move. The moment he pivoted to run, I swung a nearby shovel, striking him squarely on the back of the head. Beast, take that. Lin Qi collapsed to the ground, and the comments erupted once again. Lin Xiao is stunning. I declare you the true female lead in my heart. Under the arrangement of Lin Yuwei's parents, she was promptly taken to the best local hospital for treatment. That very evening, Lin Yuwei awoke. Xiao. That scoundrel Lin Qi actually kidnapped me. Seeing me smile, she looked puzzled. I've been kidnapped, and you're still smiling? Seeing you speak with such vigor, my heart can finally relax. Lin Qi had already been taken away by the police. The evidence against his heinous acts of kidnapping was irrefutable, leaving him no room for denial. He bore not just that charge. After Zhou Li was apprehended, she immediately provided evidence of her collusion with Lin Qi to frame me and secretly embezzle Lin's company assets. When I sensed Zhou Li's subtle attempts to sow discord between Lin Yuwei and me, I realized something was amiss. I had specifically hired someone to investigate, and it was then revealed that Zhou Li had long been involved with Lin Qi, serving as his clandestine lover. Having grown up alongside Lin Qi, no one knew better than I how despicable this cousin of mine was. His interest in Zhou Li was merely due to her perceived utility. The foolish Zhou Li, however, dreamt of marrying into wealth and conspired with Lin Qi to harm me. Thus, I decided to turn the tables, feigning ignorance to make them believe their scheme had succeeded, and then I would send them both to jail. Upon learning of my entire plan, Lin Yuwei gazed at me with stars in her eyes. Xiao, you are incredibly formidable. Without you, they would have devoured me whole. Fortunately, you were by my side. She grasped my hand, her entire being radiating charm. I couldn't help but stroke her forehead. Rest assured, those who wish to harm you will all find themselves imprisoned. Lin Qi and Zhou Li fancied their secret romance. Surely, the prison would welcome them with open arms. Lin Yuwei nodded vigorously. During our conversation, Lin father and Lin mother entered. Upon seeing them, Lin mother smiled. Seeing how close you two are, I can finally rest easy. Xiao, although you are not my biological daughter, having raised you for so many years, I still wish to be your mother. Her eyes glistened with tears, her voice choked with emotion. I glanced at Lin Yuwei beside me, and encouraged by her gaze, I rushed forward to embrace Lin mother. Mom, you will always be my mother. Although the Lin family was affluent, Lin mother had treated me like a precious gem since childhood. She was always hands-on with my affairs. Upon discovering that I was not the Lin family's biological daughter, my mind nearly shattered. Thankfully, I had met Lin Yuwei. She bore no resentment for the hardships brought about by our identity swap, allowing me to continue basking in the warmth of Lin father and Lin mother. Unlike my deep fascination with the entertainment industry, Lin Yuwei truly embodies the essence of being Lin's parents' beloved daughter, having flawlessly inherited her father's business acumen. Upon recognizing her innate talent for commerce, her father promptly integrated her into the Lin Corporation, where she commenced her journey from the grassroots level. Lin Yuwei, demonstrating remarkable determination, ascended to a pivotal executive position within 2 short years, effectively silencing her critics with an impressive track record. The verdict for Lin Qi and Zhou Li was rendered a year ago. Lin Qi was sentenced to 10 years of imprisonment for multiple offenses, while Zhou Li received a comparatively lighter sentence of 5 years. However, by the time they complete their sentences, their lives will be irrevocably shattered. As the events drew to a close, the barrage of comments that had once surrounded me faded away, never to resurface. During this period, I diligently endeavored to establish my roots within the film industry. Having just wrapped up filming for a new drama, I was invited by a brand to attend an event. It had been over 3 months since I last encountered Lin Yuwei. Today, she exuded the aura of a formidable businesswoman, gracefully navigating among various partners with a highball glass in hand. Our eyes met and Lin Yuwei approached me, her once stern expression instantly transforming into an endearing and warm demeanor, reminiscent of a charming kitten. Xiao, I've finally been able to see you. I heard that you are the spokesperson this time. Knowing you would attend the banquet, I rushed over as soon as I finished my work, she exclaimed. It's been too long since we last met. I've missed you dearly, I replied, unable to suppress a joyful laugh. I realized that Lin Yuwei possessed 2 distinct personas, the icy, formidable CEO in front of outsiders and the sweet, endearing neighborly sister in my company. I raised my glass high and gently clinked it against hers. Congratulations, General Manager Lin, on securing a new contract. With a raised eyebrow and a beaming smile, she responded. And I also congratulate you, Xiao Xiao, on your consecutive reign as Best Actress, captivating audiences far and wide. We exchanged smiles, both of us firmly believing that in the future, we would shine brightly in our respective fields, continually evolving for the better. Epilogue. Lin Yuwei, I was once known as Sun Yuwei. Today, I am Lin Yuwei. My parents do not favor sons over daughters. On the contrary, they are delighted to have a daughter. Their habitual laziness means they see no need to prepare a dowry for a daughter. In their youth, they relied on their parents. And as they aged, they intended to lean on their daughter. However, they did not anticipate their untimely demise, which led them to fixate on their young daughter instead. At the tender age of 18, I excelled academically and could have attended a prestigious school. Yet, my parents were eager to exchange me for a dowry. Upon learning that a family in our rural hometown was willing to offer $300,000 for their son to marry, they pressured me to drop out of school and marry him. The son was mentally challenged. If I were to marry him, my life would be utterly ruined. No matter how I resisted, my parents refused to relent. They stealthily drugged my meals, intending to incapacitate me. Fortunately, fate intervened. I was allergic to the sedative, which instead caused a severe allergic reaction that required a hospital visit. I narrowly escaped a dire fate, but they did not give up. Desperate, I resorted to threatening suicide, hoping to dissuade them. Standing on the edge of a bridge, my heart sank. If I truly had to marry a fool, I would rather die. Countless onlookers surrounded me, their cacophony of judgment ringing in my ears. Some even began to spread rumors, claiming I was attempting to end my life due to heartbreak. In that moment, despair consumed me. My parents did not love me, and the world had forsaken me. What meaning did my existence hold? Then a beautiful girl caught my attention. She said, "Dying is an act of cowardice. Do you wish to be a coward for the rest of your life?" Her captivating eyes drew me in. I confessed that I did not wish to be a coward, but felt powerless. Faced with my parents' coercion, what could I do? She boldly dialed a journalist's hotline in front of me, not only bringing the media to my aid but also teaching me to unite the street committee and neighborhood association in our efforts. She explained that to confront such parents, one must harness external power to suppress them. Her presence felt like that of a goddess descending from the heavens. By following her guidance, I ultimately escaped the fate of marrying a fool. I longed to express my gratitude, yet I did not even know her name. Later, by a stroke of luck, I saw her face on a poster. She was the superstar Lin Xiao. Not only was she a celebrity, but also a daughter of a wealthy family. Yet, all I perceived from her was a warm, approachable demeanor, devoid of any haughtiness typically associated with the affluent. Lin Xiao entered my life and became my idol. I followed her every move, drawing strength from my admiration for her, which gradually fortified my own spirit. It was Lin Xiao's influence that bestowed upon me the courage to persist. However, I never anticipated the whims of fate. When I discovered that the child I had been mistakenly swapped with was Lin Xiao, I was utterly taken aback. My heart swelled with shock and joy, yet it was also fraught with fear. Would Lin Xiao come to resent me? Would she view my presence as a disruption to her blissful life? With trepidation,
I met Lin Qi.
She was as radiant as ever, and upon learning of my identity, she not only accepted me but showered me with gifts. My heart brimmed with happiness. Upon hearing that Lin Xiao was heading to the Sun family's residence, I grew anxious. Knowing the nature of the Sun couple, I feared they would not easily let Lin Xiao go. They would not hesitate to strip her of everything. Thus, I implored Lin's father to arrange for a bodyguard, determined to find Lin Xiao. Fortunately, I arrived just in time to rescue her. If anything were to happen to Lin Xiao, I could never forgive myself. I was taken aback by the malevolence of those individuals. They still refused to spare Lin Xiao.
Yet,
they were oblivious to the fact that Lin Xiao possessed strength and wisdom far beyond their imaginations, effortlessly outsmarting them and ultimately sending them to prison. In the face of such formidable prowess, I felt an overwhelming sense of shame. I resolved to become stronger. Only by empowering myself could I protect my idol. I began my journey from the grassroots level, climbing steadily towards greatness. I aspired to become the strongest ally, a cornerstone for my idol. The end. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this, please remember to like and subscribe. Until we meet again in the next story.